currently first team strength and conditioning coach at Burnley Football Club, working day to day with professional players and trying to elicit maximal potential from them.
I'm now employed by British Cycling and my role is development officer for coaching and competition, looking at developing the Go Ride programme, which is the entry level cycling programme for young people right up to the age of 23, and it feeds directly into the British Cycling Performance Pathway.
I'm currently studying for a PhD in sports science, which is a 3-year full-time course, and I'm also a graduate teaching assistant, so I'm teaching on the sports science undergraduate course as well.
Straight after uni I went into an internship, a full-time internship with Blackburn Rovers Football Club with the Performance Analysis Department. So that's basically working with the first team and the under-21s, looking at all the pre-match, in-match and post-match processes really, to work with the manager, the coaches and the players to try and improve performance and ultimately develop the players if it's under-21s and develop the players and earn as many points as possible with the first team.
My role as first team strength and conditioning coach at Burnley is predominantly in the gym with the players, so I'll do a lot of maximal strength exercises and maximal power exercises with the players. At the minute we've got GPS monitors in at the club which track total distances of the players, and we get a good breakdown of sort of high intensity distance and accelerations as well, so we can give the coaches a complete overview of the day and then ideally the week and then the month as well. At the moment we're trying to integrate that match data into our complete training load so we can get an overview of what that player's done for the whole month, which is obviously useful for periodisation and trying to track if a player's played too much or not played enough, and then kind of flags up injury risk as well with that.
My day-to-day work is within the British Cycling head offices here at the Velodrome in Manchester, and my role is ensuring that the coaches around the country responsible for the Go Ride programme and people like the clubs have the resources that they need to do their job.
I'm a football development officer at Cumberland FA. My role basically is to monitor the delivery of football within the county, and my specific role is looking after inclusion football, so that's disability football and women's and girls specific.
Since leaving uni, me and a lad I graduated with, we've opened our own clinic based mainly in Carlisle. We've recently opened a second one in Barrow-in-Furness as well. We're specialising in musculoskeletal injuries, sports, deep tissue massage.
I'm employed by the FA now, so the Football Association, as an FA Tesco skills coach. So it's kind of going into schools, delivering high quality PE to the national curriculum. We run skills centres and free summer holiday events as well, so kids can come in and play football, have a bit of fun for free.
So I'm employed by Westmoreland County Football Association, and my role involves two parts. The first part is as a community coach. I go around local schools coaching kids from about 4 up to 11 years old, and I also do football fun days in summer holidays and half terms.
I'm now employed by Lancashire Football Association as the College and Community Football Coordinator. Basically we've got 26 colleges that are registered or affiliated to Lancashire FA. Across them 26 I work mainly within them with the staff to try and develop and create participation opportunities for those students that don't already access football. And that's women and girls, male and disability as well, so it's a mixture of everything.
Since I left university, I was part of a company called Funder who do coaching in schools, so I was their specialist gymnastics and dance coach, as I've got a lot of experience in gymnastics specifically. So I went into primary schools, so working with children aged 4 to 11.
As a progression from my dissertation at undergrad, I'm on a PhD now. I'm looking at how gait velocity affects gait patterns and posture between younger adults and older adults. So we're looking at the difference between younger adults and older adults, and we've got to focus on the speed of walking, and we're seeing if there's any difference in gait variables or the posture with the focus on the speed of walking.
And then I got a job. I'm a development assistant for a job for a foundation that do VIP events for seriously ill and disabled children. So we have stuff at like Wembley, Anfield. We do a lot of stuff with rugby league, and then like Man City and stuff like this. So yeah, I was at Wembley a couple of weeks ago, off to Wembley and next month. I've been to Leeds Rhinos, been to Anfield in the executive boxes. So I've got a lot of jealous friends around that particular job.
I'm also a coach at Oldham Athletic, and so alongside my university qualifications, I studied my football qualifications, and when I joined the University of Cumbria, I was level 1, studied my level 2 and level 3 during my time there, so I finished with a degree and these qualifications. And yeah, so now working at a professional football club's youth academy, and again, it's what I dream of doing. It's what I really enjoy. On the ground contact with young players, it's great.
When I first got the role nearly 2 years ago now, that was all full-time disability football, and that was in partnership with Carlisle United. So my role there was just to pretty much grow and retain the number of disability teams within the county, as well as raising the standards that we already have here. And then a few months ago that kind of widened to more of an inclusive role, and took on women's and girls as well.
The second part of my role is as an assistant football development officer. Within that, I lead on women's and girls development and Football Futures programme, which is for young people aged 12 to 19. We'd look to give them the opportunities they need to get involved with football.
And obviously, as you can see, the perks are here. This is the GB national team just getting ready for their session behind us, and we get to use the track ourselves, which is fantastic. It's a real rush.
My dissertation is actually the thing that I look back on my degree as most fondly, really. As stressful as it was, it's that time where you're doing your own research, it's something that you're really passionate about, and the skills that you learn from it and what you learn about yourself from doing it is probably the most influential thing that I experienced throughout my degree. And from now doing that, gaining that passion for research and in the area that I did it in, that's what I'm now continuing to do in my PhD. So from doing that, the whole dissertation over that last year, I don't think I'd be doing what I'm doing now if I hadn't have done that and I hadn't enjoyed that so much.
The events management module, where you had to go out there as a group of students and deliver an event, was massive, and it's probably the one thing that I take into my day-to-day job when I'm putting events together and working with groups and delivering activities.
The contacts that I managed to gain through lecturers at the university helped me get a placement at Blackburn Rovers whilst I was still a student, and also the summer placement that was part of the course kind of forced me to go and get a placement, and I was lucky enough to get one at Chelsea Football Club. So certainly played a big part in helping me get into analysis full time.
I think with the different nature of the course and the structure of it, with doing lectures, seminars, lab practicals, I think having that experience and learning those different skills and competencies have massively helped me in what I do now. And it's informed my teaching approach with the different types of styles and strategies that I use now and what I think is going to benefit students' learning.